tayong magagawa. Ginusto natin ito. Ginusto natin ito. This is our responsibility. Our choice, our responsibility. Ako nga guys, galing pa ako ng 8 hours kanina na klase. So, dapat dito ha, wag po matutulog. Sige na ba? Tanong ko guys, lalaban pa ba? Lalaban para sa pamilya, lalaban para sa lisensya, lalaban para sa silingan. Guys, laban lang guys para hindi po tayo maging sculpture. So gina, para hindi maging sculpture, laban lang po tayo. Laban, laban. Now, guys, pag sculpture, take note lang, gumagamit tayo ng clay, ng glass, ng mga plastic, ng mga wood, ng mga stone, ng mga metals, para po makakreate tayo ng mga bagay-bagay. So that is sculpture. For example, clay, ginawa mo siya isang object. Ang glass, ginawa mo siya ng isang structure. Ang wood, ginawa mo siya ng isang structure or object. That is sculpture. So pag sculpture ha, clay, glass, plastic, wood, stone, and metals, basta as long as mabuo siya na isang object, that is sculpture. Now, ang importante po kay sa board exam is malaman natin ang techniques used in sculpture. Kasi ito po guys ang laging lumalabas sa board exam. Ang techniques used in sculpture. Now, pag sinabi natin guys, the techniques used in sculpture, meron po tayong 5. Para mas madali guys, lagyan po natin ng action at ang ipunto lang po natin dito ay mga clues. Okay, una, we have carving. Again, carving. Pag sinabi po natin guys na carving, ibig sabihin guys, cutting away. Again na, cutting away. So carving, cutting away. Carving, cutting away. So ibig sabihin guys, pag ang punto dito is tinanggalan mo ng part at isang wood, isang clay or ano pa yan, pag nagtanggal ka guys, you chips off, you take away a part sa isang bagay, that is carving. Example, ito si Sir. Si Sir guys, ang kahoy, tinanggalan niya ng part, chips of part, take away the parts of the kahoy, cutting away the parts of the kahoy. That is carving guys. And I'm sure guys that majority of us, nakagawa na po tayo ng carving. Example, yung soap carving, yung sa perla guys, that is carving. Yan na, yung sa perla. Sa perla guys, kina-carve natin. Carving ang tawag doon kasi we chips off the part. We take away the parts. So we cut away the parts. So that is carving. So action natin ha. Example, fruit carving. Okay na, fruit carving. Pwede din guys, as long as tinanggalan mo na isang part, isang bagay, you take away the parts, that is carving. So action tayo guys. Cutting away, ganyan, pagpatanggal. Cutting away, carving. Cutting away, carving. Cutting away, carving. Pero pag nag-add tayo guys, nag-add para mabuo ang isang object, that is modeling. So again, pag adding, modeling. So ibig sabihin guys, hindi po tayo nagtitake away. Dagdag tayo ng dagdag, hanggang mabuo natin ang isang object, that is modeling. So again modeling, adding. So action tayo guys, adding, modeling. Adding, modeling. So ulit tayo. Hoy, people. Pag cutting away, pag tinanggalan, carving. Pag dinagdagan, modeling. Again, modeling. O ito ginawa ni tita guys. Ang ginawa niya guys, nagdagdag siya ng clay. Para mabuo po ang isang object. At then nag-add siya, that is modeling. Again, that is modeling. So yun na, modeling. So again, action, adding, modeling. So ulit, cutting away, carving. Cutting away, carving. Adding, modeling. Adding, modeling. Very good, guys. Now, we also have, guys, casting. Pag sinabi po natin casting, guys, ang punto dito, we are creating a form. Pero paano ba na-create ang form? Through pouring. Yan na? Through pouring. So, pag pouring, casting. Pouring, casting. So, we pour, guys, a liquid material to a mold. Ngayon, guys, pag mag-dry na yan, guys, pag mag-dry, that means, guys, it becomes casting. Like, for example, this is the mold. Ito, guys, ang ating, example lang po ito. Ang ating mold, guys, is ang plastic bottle. So, ngayon, guys, nag-pour tayo ng liquid materials ating mold. na pag mag-dry yan guys, at tinanggal mo itong mold, ang nasa loob yun nag-dry, yan yung tinatawag na casting. Nabuo siya because we are pouring a liquid material. So after natin ma-pour guys, ang liquid material, ibig sabihin guys, mag-dry man yun. So pag mag-dry na yun guys, yan na yung casting. So action na, casting, pouring. So again, casting, pouring. So ulit tayo. Cutting away, carving, adding, modeling, pouring, casting, pouring, casting. Very good guys. Now, what if pinagdugtong-dugtong natin ang mga bagay-bagay? Pag pinagdugtong-dugtong natin guys ang mga bagay-bagay, we join together, that is assemblage. Again ha, pag we join together a variety of materials, that is assemblage. Again, assemblage. Or from the word itself, assemble. In-assemble natin ang iba't iba guys, ang iba't ibang materials, that is assemblage. Example, yung keys, yung spoon and fork, yung lata, dinugtong-dugtong natin hanggang nakabuo tayo ng isang object. Ang tawag dyan is assemblage. Ang tawag dyan is assemblage. Assemblage. So that is, ang action guys, joins together, that pinagdugtong-dugtong, that is assemblage. That is assemblage. So ulit tayo. Ulit tayo guys. Pag pinagdugtong-dugtong or we join together, assemblage. Pag cutting away, carving, adding, modeling, pouring, casting, joins together, assemblage. Again, assemblage. Very good. Next, also guys, molding. Ang molding guys, ito yung nag-shape sa materials guys into a desired form. So again, ang purpose po ni molding, siya yung nag-shape para mabuo ang isang form. Sige, sir, same lang ba sila ni carving? No guys, ganito po ang punto. Tingnan ang larawan. Di ba may nakita kayo na pink guys? May pink dyan? Ay, wait. Ito. Di ba may pink dyan guys? Itong pink guys, yan yung molding. Bakit ginagamit ang molding? Para makashape tayo ng isang materials, para mabuo ang isang form. At itong nabuong form guys, itong puti, yan po ang tinatawag na casting. O yan yung pagkakaiba. Ang mold guys, hindi po same. Ang mold guys, ito yung ginagamit natin pang mold. Ito yung nasa labas. Yan, molding yan. Yung nasa loob ng ating mold guys, or molding, yan po yung tinatawag na casting. Hindi po the same ha. Kung nag-gets ba people, ito yung, diba, pouring a liquid material. Ito yung liquid material guys na nag-dry na po. So it become casting. Itong ginamit natin para mabuo ang form, para ma-shape ang materials, yan po yung molding. So action guys, molding. Again, molding. Again, molding. So ang punto ha, pag ginamit natin to shape, molding. Pag nag-pour tayo ng liquid materials, tapos nag-dry, it becomes casting. So itong pink dito, ito yung molding. Itong white naman guys, ito yung casting. So yan yung 5 techniques guys, use natin in sculpture. So ulit tayo guys, sabay-sabay tayo guys. What if ang clue? Cutting away, cutting away, carving, adding, modeling, pouring, casting, join together, assemblage, shaping, molding. Shaping, molding. Sabay-sabay tayo everybody. 1, 2, 3, go. Cutting away, carving, adding, modeling, pouring, casting, join together, assemblage, and pag-shaping, molding. Shaping, molding. Very good. Ano yung sagot guys? With action dapat ha? Joins together a variety of materials. Joins together. That is assemblage. Again, assemblage. Adding, the process of adding. That is modeling. Again, pag adding, that is modeling. Next, pag cutting away, that is carving. At pag pouring, that is casting. Again, that is casting. Pag shaping, that is molding. Okay, that is molding. Okay, nag-gets mo ba natin, people? People, sa sculpture, nag-gets mo ba natin? Okay, very good. Guys, anong tawag, guys, sa mga gumagawa ng sculptures? Ano tawag? Correct, mga sculptors. Now, sa Philippines, guys, we have 3 famous sculptors. Yan, may 3 tayo na sculptor, guys. Una ay si Guillermo Tolentino. Huwag na po i-mind ang Estrella, guys, ha, para hindi po ma-confuse. So that is Guillermo Tolentino. Guillermo Tolentino. So wag na po i-mind ang Estrella. Oh. So again, Guillermo Tolentino. Pag Guillermo Tolentino, guys, siya po ang first national artist for sculpture. Again, ang first national artist for sculpture ay si Guillermo Tolentino. And take note, guys, pag ikaw ang first national artist, ikaw din ang magiging father. So siya, guys, ang father of Philippine sculpture. So ulitin ko, sino nga ang first national artist for sculpture? Guillermo Tolentino. At guys, pag ikaw ang first national artist, ikaw din ang magiging father. So sino ang father of Philippine sculpture? Guillermo Tolentino. Pero wait, sino ang father of Philippine architecture? Architecture, Juan Nakpil. First national artist for architecture, Juan Nakpil. Pero pag first national artist for sculpture, Guillermo Tolentino. First, ay father of Philippine sculpture, Guillermo Tolentino. Na itong si Guillermo Tolentino, guys, meron po siyang sikat na dalawa na struktura or sculptures. Ang Oblation at the Bonifacio Monument. So, palaging lumalabas dito, guys, ay itong oblation. So, take note, ha? Pag i-question, guys, sino ang gumagawa ng oblation or sino yung gumawa ng UP oblation or oblation, that is Guillermo Tolentino. At siya din po, guys, ang may gawa ng Bonifacio Monument. So, ginapag oblation, Bonifacio Monument, the father of Philippine sculpture, the first national artist for sculpture, that is Guillermo Tolentino. Again, that is Guillermo Tolentino. Now, we also have, guys, Eduardo Castillo. I-remember lang, guys, pag si Castillo, siya po ay sikat sa mga landmark sculptures. Again, siya po ay sikat sa mga landmark sculptures. The best example is ang People Power Monument. So pag i-question, sino ang sculptor na sikat po sa landmark sculptures na gumawa sa People Power Monument, ang isagot po natin ay si Eduardo Castillo. Again, Eduardo Castillo. Pero pag ang tanong kay sino ang gumawa sa UP oblation sa Bonifacio Monument, ang sagot natin is Guillermo Tolentino. Pag landscape or pag landmark sculptures or People Power Monument, Eduardo Castillo. Okay, wait sa guys, Beth. Sino nga, guys, ang tinagurian na father of Philippine sculpture? Correct, Guillermo Tolentino. Pero be careful kasi meron ding father of modern Philippine sculpture. So pag father, guys, of modern Philippine sculpture, that is Napoleon Abueva. So again na, pag father of modern Philippine sculpture, pag merong modern, that is Napoleon Abueva. At is ang Judas Kiss at the Transfiguration. Ay punto lang, pag father of Philippine sculpture, Guillermo Tolentino. Pero pag father of modern Philippine sculpture, that is Napoleon Abueva. Pero pag ang clue, guys, landmark sculptures, that is Eduardo Castillo. I hope that's clear, guys. Pag may modern, Abueva. Pero pag walang modern, that is Tolentino. Sige, next. Let's have this our Sinetch Itech. Let's play our game. Let's call it Sinetch Itech. Sige daw. Ito yung last Sinetch Itech natin, guys. Sinetch Itech ang may gawa sa People Power Monument. Landmark sculptures, that is Eduardo Castillo. Sinetch Itech, guys, ang nagdisenyo sa UP Oblation, Guillermo Tolentino. Sinetch Itech, ang father of Philippine sculpture, Guillermo Tolentino. Again, Guillermo Tolentino. Next, the father of modern Philippine sculpture, modern, that is Napoleon Abueva. Again, Napoleon Abueva. So yan po, guys, ang mga tao-tao natin under po sa tinatawag natin na sculpture. So ngayon, balik tayo, guys, Bev. Sino nga ang father of Philippine sculpture? Guillermo Tolentino. Father of Philippine architecture, Juan Nakpil. First national artist noong 1972, Fernando Amorsolo. First national artist for architecture, Juan Nakpil. First national artist for sculpture, Guillermo Tolentino. UP Oblation, Guillermo Tolentino. Yan na, UP Oblation, Guillermo Tolentino. So yan po guys ang mga sikat na mga sculptors natin sa Pilipinas. Sige, everybody before tayo mag-proceed, shake down muna. 1, 2, 3. Malapit na tayo matapos guys. Konti na lang. 1, up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slap your face. Everybody stop your face. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sige, guys. Sabihin nyo sa sarili nyo, magiging LPT ako. 1, 2, 3, go. Magiging LPT ako. At after guys, maging LPT ka, ano ang gagawin mo sunod? After makapasa, ano yung gagawin? Guys, di ba? Mag-oath taking ka na. Imagine yourself guys, nakapag-oath taking ka na. Nag-oath taking ka na. Di ba guys, mag-oath taking, dapat wow ang nina. Maganda talaga yung damit mo. Yung damit mo guys, yung damit mo na susuotin mo sa oath taking, part po yan ng textile art. Salamat sa pag-transition. So that is textile art. So ang textile art guys, pwede po ito nagaling sa plant, sa animals, or mga synthetic fibers. As long as makabuo ka lang ng blankets or clothing, that is textile art. Yan po ay textile art. Now, meron tayo dito guys na mga textile art in the Philippines. We have 7 textile art in the Philippines. Wait muna guys. Okay, sige. Guys, meron tayong 7 na textile art in the Philippines. Ito po sila guys ang 7. We have tinalak, pisyabit, ikat, dagmay. Guys, ang tama dito guys, that is in all. Again, in all. Pero guys, iinaul na lang po natin para mas madali. Para mas maging madali. So tinalak, pisyabit, ikat, dagmay, inaul, banig, at puso. So sir, kailangan mo yan i-memorize? Yes. Kailangan po natin yan i-memorize. Ang tinalak, pisyabit, ikat, dagmay, inaul, banig, at puso. Para mas madali guys, ang pag-memorize natin, lagyan po natin ng kanta. Ang kanta po natin dito is boom tarat tarat. Yan na? Ang kanta natin dito is boom tarat tarat. Sir, paano kantahin ang boom tarat tarat, sir? Ganito siya. Boom tarat tarat, boom tarat tarat, tararat tararat, boom boom boom. So guys, ngayon, guys, kantahin natin ang textile art in the Philippines gamit ang boom tarat tarat. Ganito. Tinalakis yabit, ikat ang dagmay, inaul babanig, pupuso agad. Tinalakis yabit, ikat ang dagmay, inaul babanig, pupuso. Tinalakis yabit, ikat ang dagmay, inaul babanig, pupuso. Tinalakis yabit, ikat ang dagmay, inaul babanig, pupuso. Ganyan na. Sabay-sabay tayo. 1, 2, 3, go. Tinalakis yabit, ikat ang dagmay, inaul babanig, pupuso. Again. Tinalakis yabit, ikat ang dagmay, inaul babanig, pupuso. Without copy. Tinalakis yabit, ikat ang dagmay, inaul babanig, pupuso. Tinalakis yabit, ikat ang dagmay, inaul babanig, pupuso. Ganyan. Ganyan lang guys para mas madali. Ngayon, guys, makinig na mabuti. Hindi po natin ito in-overage well. Kasi importante lang dito guys, alam natin kung saan sila galing na lugar at kung saan sila na tribo. Yan na po ang pinaka-importante. Kasi ang tinatanong lang po sa board exam guys, ang tribe, kung saan galing ang textile or saan ang lugar na galing. Okay. Let's start with tinalak. Pag tinalak guys, remember lang, TTT, tinalak, TTT, tiboli. So ito po isang cloth na ginawa ng mga tiboli tribe ng South Cotabato. Ng South Cotabato. So pag tinalak, TTT, tinalak, Tiboli. So, ang punto lang guys ang i-memorize lang po natin guys ay ang tribo kung saan ito naggaling. So, tinala, tinalak, Tiboli. Tinalak, Tiboli. So, pag-question, ano ang textile na nagmula sa Tiboli tribe ng South Cotabato? That is tinala. So, pag tinala, Tiboli. Remember, tinala, Tiboli. Next, pisyabit. Pag pisyabit, guys, pisyabit, Di ba may T na sound, guys? Na T. Ay, wait. Oh, may T. May T. May T. Ang T, guys, it stands for tausug. Again na, tausug. So, ganito, guys, para hindi makalimutan. Ito yung mga clues natin. Pag pisyabit, pisyabit, tausug. Again na, tausug. Kasi ang pisyabit, guys, ito po ay galing sa tausug of Sulu. At ginagamit po ito as head covering. Para po siyang bandana, guys ba? Ginagawa siyang bandana. So, again na, pag pisyabit, tausug. Again, tausug. So again, pisyabit, tausug. Tinalak, tiboli. Pisyabit, tausug. Again, tausug. So ito kisa, ginagawa natin ito para mas madali ang buhay, guys. Tinalak, tiboli. Pisyabit, tausug. Again, tausug. Next, guys, we have here ikat. Again, ikat. I-remember lang, guys. Ikat. Ifugao. Yan na. Ikat. Ifugao. Galing po ito sa Ifugao, guys. And usually, para mabuo po ang ikat, kailangan po ng dyeing process. Yan na. Dinaday mo na ang mga threads para mabuo po ang textile na gagamitin. Pero remember lang, guys. Ikat. Ifugao. Yan na. Ikat. Ifugao. So, balik tayo, guys. Pag tiboli, tiboli, tinala. Pag tausug, tausug, pisyabit. Pero pag ifugaw, ikat. Yan na, ikat. Next, we have dagmay. Again, dagmay. Dagmay, dagma, mandaya. So, galing po ito, guys, sa Mandaya tribe. So, remember pag dagmay, mandaya. At gawa po ito, guys, sa abaka. If ang ikat, guys, may dyeing process, itong dagmay, meron ding mud dyeing technique. Mapunto lang, pag dagmay, mandaya. Dagmay, mandaya. Mandaya. So, ulit tayo, guys. Everybody, ulit tayo. What if tiboli, tinala. Tausug, pisyabit. Ifugaw, ikat. Mandaya, dagmay. Again na, dagmay. Very good. Now, we also have, guys, inol. Again na, inol. Or, para mas madali na lang, guys, inaol. Pag inaol, guys, ito po ay galing sa Maguindanao. Again, Maguindanao. So, pag inol, Maguindanao. Again, Maguindanao. So, inaol, Maguindanao. Again, inaol, Maguindanao. Oh. Sige na. Sige. So, again na. Ang inaol, Maguindanao. So, recap tayo, guys. Recap tayo. Tiboli, tinala. Tausug, pisyabit, ifugaw, ikat. Again, ifugaw, ikat. Next, guys. Mandaya. Yan na, mandaya. Next, ang inaol, Maguindanao. Again, inaol, Maguindanao. Again, siya, guys, Sir, marami akong bigyan mo ako, Sir Boy. Thank you, Sir Boy. I really appreciate it if bibigyan mo ako ng inol. Kasi I'm planning kasi, guys, to conduct to make research about the Muslim cultures. Sige pag inol, guys, that is Maguindanao. Barter ta tinala. Kung may mga tinalak din, ang mahal ba ng tinalak guys ay. Sige lang. Sige, now, punta tayo guys kung saan kayo nakaihi pagkabata, banig. Salamat. Salamat sa tanan. So pag banig guys, galing ito sa base summer. So bababa banig, bababa base summer. Sa punto na guys, banig, we're folding over strips of materials na pinaform natin ng mga geometrical designs. Like for example guys, fold, pasok, fold, pasok, fold, pasok. So, ganyan po guys ang paggawa ng banig. Again na, paggawa ng banig. So, again na, pag banig guys, fold, pasok, fold, pasok, fold, pasok. So, meron siyang pattern guys. So, again na, folding over strips of materials para mabuo po ang banig. So, remember lang, bababa banig, bababa base, summer. And again guys, pag banig, folding over strips of materials. That is banig. And sa mga taga Cebu, ang inyong pambato, ang puso. Because ang puso, guys, it is originated in Cebu. Cebuano. Cebuano. Mahal po ang inulcer. Mahal nga daw. Sige. Sige. Guys, pag puso, guys, galing sa Cebu. It is the old method, guys, of preparing food. So, ibig sabihin, guys, yung coconut leaves. Ang coconut leaves, guys, i-form siya na parang puso ng tao. Okay? That's why tinatawag siya na puso. Tinatawag na puso. So, ang puso, guys, lalagyan mo siya ng bigas. Tapos, magpakulo ka, guys. Magpakulo. Tapos, ilagay mo sa kumukulong tubig hanggang maluto siya, guys. Ay, I miss Cebu. My God. The lechon, the buwa, the street foods there. Lahat, guys, makikita mo talaga ang puso sa Cebu. Because before, guys, last operation, I stay in Cebu for 2 months. I teach in Cebu. Lahat ng Cebu branches. But now, guys, hindi na ako nakapunta ng Cebu. Nandito ako ngayon sa Tacloban. So, yun na pang puso, guys. Ang punto pag puso, puso yung food, yung leaves, lalagyan ng bigas. Tapos guys, pag maluto na siya, yan yung kakainin. Sa Cebu guys, maraming mga puso. Along the streets, maraming puso guys. Pinapare sa lechon, pinipare nila sa buwa, at iba pa. So ang puso talaga is originated in Cebu. Yan in Cebu. So yan po guys, ang 7 textile arts natin in the Philippines. Sige na, Beb. Guys, kantahin po natin guys ang 7 textile art in the Philippines. Sige daw. 1, 2, 3, go! Inalakis yabit, ikat ang dagmay, inaul babanig, pupuso. Tinalakis yabit, ikat ang dagmay, inaul babanig, pupuso. Very good. Para hindi yan makalimutan guys, before ka matulog magkanta ka ha. Inalakis yabit, ikat ang dagmay, inaul babanig, pupuso. Pagising mo sa umaga, pag maglalakad ka papuntang trabaho, saan ka pumunta, kantahin mo. Tinalakis yabit, ikat ang dagmay, inaul babanig, pupuso. Ganyan. Tapos guys, kung nasakay ka ng tricycle, sabihin mo sa driver, Kuya, alam mo ba yung textile art in the Philippines? Ito kuya, tinalakis yabit, ikat ang dagmay, inaul babanig, pupuso. Ngayon guys, lumabas man sa board exam. What are the 7 textile art in the Philippines? Bawal maingay sa board exam, guys. So, kumanta ka, sabi mo, tinalakis yabit. Sa likod mo, guys, may nagsabi rin, ikat andag may sa kabila, inaul babanig, pupuso. Sumigaw ka kaagad ng agad, tinalakis yabit. Ikat andag may, inaul babanig, pupuso. Kumanta ka lang, salamat tanan. Diba? Sige. Guys, ano nga sagot? Pag-folding over strips of materials to make unique geometric designs. Ano tawag dyan guys? That is, correct, banig. What if this ang clue natin? Tausug. Tausug. That is, sorry, that is pisyabit. Yan po ay pisyabit. Yan pag tausug, pisyabit. What if naman guys, ang clue po natin, sorry. What if guys, ang clue po natin is Maguindanawon. That is in all. Again ha? That is in all. Next, ifugaw. Ikat. Putting rice into it. Ano tawag doon? That is puso. Tititiboli. That is tinalak guys. And yung pang mamamama, mandaya. Mamamama, dagmay. Very good guys. So yan po guys ang textile art in the Philippines. Now, guys, before tayo mag-proceed with our last topic, I will give you another sample board exam questions. Ito guys. In which three-dimensional art is the use of metal, wood, glass, and concrete to build structure is common. Ang clue dito guys, 3D art daw na nagbibuild tayo ng isang structure. So pag nagbibuild tayo guys ng isang structure, that is architecture. Okay na? That is architecture. Next guys, which of the following is an additive process? Additive, adding. Pag-adding, that is modeling. Pero pag cutting away, that is carving. Pero guys, pag pouring, that is casting. Pero pag joins together, that is assemblage. Again, that is assemblage. Very good. Guys, the Colosseum in Rome was primarily used for which activities? Para saan? Sinabi, analyze muna. Para sa mga correct, gladiatorial contest, public executions, and diverse events. So yan po yung mga sample board exam questions natin na lumalabas guys under 3D. Okay, para balik tayo Gisbe. Ano nga guys ang clue natin sa 2D? Dalawang clue natin sa 2D. Width and height. Pero pag 3D, width, height, and depth. Very good guys. So remember yung dalawa ha? Ngayon guys, shake mo na, shake. Because we will have, guys, our last topic. Let's have our last topic. Pero madali lang kasi ito, guys, kasi it is understandable. Oh. So, pag technological arts, guys, tatlo lang po yan. Pag technological arts, what's the point, sir? Mga arts na nabuo because gumamit ka ng mga technologies. So, pag nakabuo ka ng arts, guys, because gumamit ka ng technologies, ang tawag dyan, technological art. Because technological art produced by a means of new media technologies. That is technological arts. So, meron tayong virtual art, computer graphics, mga computer animation, mga digital art. Ang punto lang, guys, as long as gumamit ka ng technology or media technologies to create an art, that is technological arts. Example dito, guys, is ang photography. Sa photography, guys, di ba gumagamit tayo ng camera? At ang camera, guys, gamit yan is to capture an optical images. So we are capturing an optical images, that is photography. Now, i-highlight yan guys. Meron tayong first ever camera. Ang tawag sa first ever camera is ang daguerreotype. Pero kanisa na camera guys, ito na camera, black and white pa ito. Yun na? Black and white. So tawag dito, daguerreotype. Pero, pag first ever colored camera, that is Kodachrome. Yan yung tinatawag sa Kodak. Sige, day, Kodakan, tikaday, Kodak. Kasi guys, ang Kodachrome guys, ito yung first ever na camera na may colored na. Yun bang may film guys, tapos yung film ilalapat mo sa sun, makikita mo yung mga images. That is Kodachrome. So ulitin ko ha, pag capturing still image, pag capturing optical image, that is photography. Ang first ever guys, na camera is daguerreotype. At again, ang first ever guys, na colored camera is ang Kodachrome. Ulit na ba? Ano yung first ever camera? Daguerreotype. Pero pag first ever colored camera, that is Kodachrome. Yan na, Kodachrome. Very good. That is photography. We also have, guys, films. Take note. Pag films daw, guys, it is considered as the most advanced art. Bakit po, sir? Kasi gumagamit daw ito ng visual, ng audio, at meron kasi siyang movement. Ang pinaka-clue dito, guys,